Coming up, this episode of System Integrators Weekly. iBUYPOWER has a lot of stuff, all the stuff, ready right now. CyberPower PC has, this. We take a look at some systems that are small, but mighty. And Alienware does their best to forget about their exes. All of that and more in this System Integrators Weekly. Let's go, nerds! Hello everyone, I'm Thorn. Welcome to System Integrators Weekly, where we... Did you... I could have sworn... Oh, God, don't tell me it. Jensen, no. Stop. Okay? It's gonna be a paper launch. Nobody can buy the thing by itself, alright? Just... No, out. Get out. Out. Get a rolled up newspaper. I'm gonna smack you right on the schnoz. Welcome to System Integrators Weekly, where yes, we know at the end of this month, there's gonna be new graphics cards launched by NVIDIA. TI cards that are gonna be higher performance than their previous namesakes, 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti. Plus, we're gonna have the reduced hash rate cards coming out that are gonna be the same cards as before, but not as good for crypto mining. Whoopity-doo. It's software-based, I think, as far as we know for now, so that can be cracked. It shouldn't affect us as we're doing this right now because new stuff coming out is unlikely to drop prices on older cards. If you're desperate for a TI card, just hold off and wait a week. Those will come out, wait about 2 weeks actually, before the system integrators get their allotment and start offering them to you. In the meantime though, if you need a system and you don't really care about the TIs, you just need something current gen, or next gen I should say, then you're in the right place. I should also mention small form factor builds, and I will cover a few of those. Any of these sites that have one, we're gonna check that out. Anyway, now you need to stay tuned, because somewhere in this video, maybe towards the end, somewhere, there's gonna be a big announcement. Big announcement. Something that will affect you directly, the viewer, and me, because I'm gonna be doing it. So just hang out, check out some of the stuff we're doing, and before you go into the comments, and just pause the video, go into the comments and say, you know, I'm not gonna watch, let me just say, help me find this for this much money, or whatever. Just watch the video. I'm gonna try to hit every price point, and I'm gonna help you out. By the way, if anything, any bit, any moment of this video turns out to be helpful for you, consider subscribing. This information changes very fast, and I upload videos every week to try and keep up with the changes, so if you want to keep up to date, I will help you. Just hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and you'll know when I upload. It's every Sunday, but yeah. So before we continue, I got 2 disclaimers for you. First off, availability changes every day, sometimes several times in a day. So what you're seeing here may not be the same when you actually go to these sites. Not a problem, because it could just change back to the way it was before the next day and they'll have availability again. Just be patient, and if you have questions, you can always hop in the Discord and ask me there in the Tech Questions channel or in the comments below. Secondly, a lot of this is based on my opinions. My opinions are formed after 15 years in the tech industry. However, you may disagree, and you're allowed to. Do so in the comments, politely, because we're polite around here. But I love discussing this stuff, so bring it up, we'll talk about it. Now, on with the video. I usually start off with iBUYPOWER, and I think today we're gonna change it up by starting off with iBUYPOWER. If you want to check out iBUYPOWER small form factor system, just hover over gaming PCs and then go down to the signatures and go to the Revolt 2. Each one of these is very cool. The Element CL Pro is a custom liquid cooled system. The Mirror series has like mirror glass, or, you know, whatever. The Snowblind has an LCD side panel that you can actually put stuff on and show things on, and it's very, very cool. But what we're looking at is small form factor. The Revolt 2 is their own bespoke small form factor case. So we're gonna try customizing this. Very cool looking system, and as you see, they put the GPU at the very top. Not sure about the airflow there. It looks like it comes from the side right here. We'll hit next and look at a couple of... Man, it just doesn't really scream, you know, I run nice and cool, does it? But that's the layout right there. Not bad. It's a small form factor system with a full-size graphics card, and you don't need to have a riser cable. It's pretty smart. Plus you can fit a 240mm AIO on there that pulls cool air from underneath the case. Do not put this on carpet. All right, it won't breathe. It won't be able to breathe. Okay, let's customize it, see what they offer with it. It is, of course, if you delve into small form factor systems, expect to pay more. It's just like laptops. The more you make things compact, the more expensive it is for the same performance as a mid or full tower system, okay? All right, so looking at what they offer with this one, it looks like for video cards, they will only build it with a 1660 Super or a 3060. Fair enough, it's limited in space, and they want to make these as narrow on the options as possible so that, you know, they don't have to throw a 3090 at this thing because it won't fit. But yeah, so wow, you're gonna add 2 months to the build if you go for the 3060, but the 1660 Super is a good card. It's a great card, unless you're trying to game at 1440 or 4K. That's when it's not as great. Okay, but for a nice compact system, for a small area, small desktop, whatever, small desk area, it's nice. Just grab yourself a 27-inch high frame rate 1080p monitor, and this thing will work great with that. You can even stream with it. It's got NVENC encoding. It's Turing architecture. Anyway, and for the processing, you only have two motherboards options. Very few, well, no, actually quite a few. Looks like it uses a full ATX power supply. That's cool. It looks like they will only run Intel on these, so you can go with a 10105F processor. If you go right here, 11700F processor for $170 more, or you can stick with the 11400F processor, a fine gaming processor. It's fine. It just has 6 cores instead of 8 cores and 12 threads instead of 16 threads. All right, still very good. But that's what iBUYPOWER has for their small form factors. Now, going back to the regular systems, let's see what they've got for their custom ones. iBUYPOWER has all the flavors of the 5000 series Ryzen processors. Very nice to see, as always. Upgrade from your 120mm AIO to at least a 240. Lots of options here, starting at only $12 more. Okay? And here we go. So, iBUYPOWER has 1660 Supers and 2060s in stock, both of them $50 off. And they have the 6700 XT for a lot more. But the RTX 3060, 3070, and 3080 have an extra 4 weeks lead time. So that just adds 1 month before they build it for you. Okay, that's not the worst. Trust me. Now, the AMD cards, although they do cost a lot more, you have the 6700 XT available immediately, but the 6800 XT and 6900 XT are an extra 2 weeks lead time. And of course, you can always throw a 3090 on there. Looking at the same day ready systems, there are a lot of options here. I'm gonna scan through them and give you my recommendations, but for those of y'all commenting saying, I've got $900, what can I get? I've got $1,200, what can I get? I have $1,500, what can I get? So this one right here, $1,100, Core i5 11400F. That's a good gaming processor, okay? GeForce GTX 1660 Super, that's a good graphics card. This does have only a single stick of 8 gig DDR4, 3200 megahertz RAM. Dual channel RAM is way better than single channel, meaning you have 2 sticks in the right positions instead of just 1 stick. But RAM is a cheap and easy upgrade, and you can do that on your own. This system has room to grow. Now, looking at something, this is $900 right here, okay? I'm sorry. It was $900, but it's down to $850. It comes with a 10105F CPU, and you can upgrade your processor later on, okay? This has an ASRock B560M AC motherboard, meaning it has AC Wi-Fi built in, and a GTX 1650 4 gig graphics card. This is a good starter system, okay? It's hard to get anything for less than like $1,000 these days. This is a good option. If that's your budget, that's your budget, you know? If you want to mow a couple more lawns and jump up to the $1,100 system, go for that too. You know, it's whatever you can manage. This ships out in a couple of days. Onion rings, baby. There you go. Now, of course, if you have a higher budget, I've had some people saying I've got $3,000, $3,500. Right here, Intel Core i9 11900KF CPU. That is their top dog of the latest generation of their processors. With a Z590 plus Wi-Fi motherboard and a Radeon RX 6900 XT. That is AMD's top dog when it comes to their graphics cards. Ridiculously powerful graphics card. Okay? 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, this thing is a fire-breathing beast. And it ships out in a couple days. If you need a system, like fast, go to iBUYPOWER, click on same-day ready system, and pick the one that fits your budget, because they do tend to max out what you get for your money. Now, moving on to CyberPower PC. CyberPower PC's been annoying me a little bit lately. Been kind of annoying, and I'll tell you why. Because I'll go over here to Instant Ship Systems. And normally, what it's been doing is it's been showing like 3 systems there. 2 of them look awesome. The other one looks like this with the GT 1030. But then they have 2 awesome systems, like 5600X and a 3060 Ti or whatever for like $1,600. And I'm like, guys, go check this out. And it sells out like that. Now that's kind of happening everywhere. Fair, okay? But there's times where it shows it here, right here, and you click on it and or it says out of stock. It shouldn't be there, but I've been seeing that. So if you see something there, make sure to click on it and make sure it doesn't say, instead of right here where it'll say add to cart, it'll say out of stock. Make sure that that's not there, that it says add to cart. So looking at what CyberPower PC has for GPUs for a custom build, immediately available, you have the RX 6700 XT, okay, the GT 1030, the RTX 2060, and of course the 3090. This always tends to look a lot like what iBUYPOWER has. So you have an extra 2 weeks lead time on 3 different choices for AMD Radeon cards, and you have an extra 4 weeks lead time for the entire lineup, other than the 3090, of 30 series NVIDIA cards. 3060, 3060 Ti, 3070, and 3080. There you go. Okay, now for the small form factor system that you can get customized from CyberPower PC, it's going to be their Evo Mini A200. Okay, this one is a really nice small form factor case designed around front mesh airflow, and you can fit all kinds of stuff in here. Plus, they will actually let you do a small form factor build in 3 other cases as well. It'll probably tell us, hey, if you want to put a 3090 in there, oh, well, apparently that case fits 3090. Good job, Fantex. Well done. Of course, it makes it a $3,400 system. Whatever. Okay, now, moving along here. Now, I was looking already at Nzxt build. I wanted to see what they had here, and I want to illustrate something for y'all. I got a comment just yesterday saying, hey man, you posted this video and none of the cards that you said were on there are on there now. That's a valid concern, but these videos, they come out and then availability changes. Nothing I can do about that. The thing I try to do is post a video every week to update you as well as I can. It'll help show some trends and what you can kind of expect. But look, a day later, bam, they have a 3070. All they had before was a 2060. When it comes to Nzxt build, their availability changes fairly quickly. And I also got a comment saying, you need to check out XOTIC PC. Because with Nzxt build, they only show you certain cards and then they might not be available when you check out. Well, yeah, that happens. People are buying computers right now. You're watching this video, someone's buying a computer right now. Check these sites daily when you figure out what you want. Figure out what you want. You can have your build saved, sitting there, and then just go back and check it daily. But I think Nzxt build has one of the best setups for getting your GPU, not because they do what other sites do and show you the whole list and say, hey, you have to wait like 4 extra weeks to do this. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna scoot on over to XOTIC PC. We're gonna go to products, desktop computers, view all. I'm gonna show you all some stuff here. This looks great. It looks like, whoa, man, everyone's selling their computers for like $1,500 and here I could get one for $649. I gotta tell everybody about this. Now, every one of these starting at prices is going to be with the bare bones parts, the lowest cost parts that you can get. And this G3 Avenger says it's ready to ship. I'm curious as to what they mean by that. So starting at $769 with a Ryzen 3 4350G, and it just says AMD Radeon. I think this doesn't come with a, does this not come with a graphics card? I think this is using onboard graphics, hence the 4350G and that super, super low price. So right here, we've got a system, comes in the RTX 3060 and a 10600K. But then the price on it was right here, $1849. So it's a last gen Intel processor. It's an i5, and it's pretty much the lowest of the 30 series graphics cards you can get from NVIDIA right now. Of course, in a week they'll be launching the new ones, but that's not a great price. You know, it's nice, but that price isn't that great. If it's ready to ship though, that could be, you know, worth it for you. Here we have one with a 10700K, fantastic gaming processor, and RTX 3070. Which one though? Which 3070 are we talking about? Nzxt would tell you exactly which one. But let's see one where it's not ready built and we need to do it ourselves. Let's look at this one that had the 4000D. Awesome case, great airflow. You can go with a Ryzen system. Y'all know me. And let's customize. Where's the customize and add to cart? Yeah, we'll talk about the add to cart thing. Okay, there's our chassis fans, stock default, stock fans. I think it comes with 3 up front, but you can also add more fans, right? Cool. Okay, it's pricey, but RGB fans are expensive. Trust me, I have 15 of them in that system right there. Okay, graphics card. Now it's nice that they show you the amount that is added on, but you don't get your starting point for how much the original GT 1030. Guys, I just showed y'all systems that had, for the same price, a GTX 1650 for $50 less actually. Is that better than a 1030? Yeah. So here it would be $219 more. So this system that comes with a Ryzen 3 4350G would cost you $300 more or less, than the ready to ship system from iBUYPOWER that was $850. After having looked at XOTIC PC, it's hard for me to recommend them. Same way it was with like Origin PC. I'm not saying these guys can't build an awesome computer, and if you bought one from them and you're happy with it, it doesn't matter what I say. If you're happy with it, I'm thrilled that you're happy. It's great that you're happy, but my job here is to try to find the best deals in a terrible market for you guys, if you haven't already bought one. I want to look at a couple more small form factor systems, and then we're going to do something that I don't normally do. Let's take a look at these systems here. First off, if you got the bucks and you want to get one of the best small form factor systems money can buy, Maingear Turbo. Now starting at 2162, it's not going to look like this, and I hate that kind of marketing, but whatever. So you can start the system custom here, but if you want the Apex custom with this crazy awesome liquid cooling, you're looking at about 4K, all right? And that's starting at 4K. But yeah, the custom system starting at 2162, and you can go in there and configure it. Let's just check it out real quick. This will just take a moment. You can put automotive paint on it if you want. It's like $400 to $600. Cool. Okay, your GPUs. You can choose all the way up to the 3080. Okay, it starts you off with the 3060, and with the 3060, it's only 156 bucks to go up to a 3070, or 537 to go to a 3080. So if you're gaming at 4K, that's the one to consider. If you're gaming at 1440p or 1080p, the other 3 cards are a valid option, but 3070 is what I recommend for 1440p. Processor starts at a 5600X. If you're just gaming and doing some light content creation, maybe whatever, 5600X is a great choice. As you can see, Maingear is not a budget system integrator. They are a boutique builder in a larger scale sense of the word. Now, Origin PC has the Kronos. Now the Kronos has something about it that I really like. And let's take a look at that. You can get the Kronos. Instead of getting it with the glass side panel that you see right here, you can get it with a mesh side panel. And when you do that, they will put a 240 millimeter all-in-one liquid cooler with the fans and radiator mounted right there on that mesh panel, getting the freshest of air to cool down your system. But of course, this right here, $2,500. First off, it's Origin. It's going to be more expensive. Secondly, it's small form factor. That's going to be more expensive. Okay, but it starts off with a 10700K and with a 3060 Ti. So that starts to make that price a little bit more reasonable because, you know, you're only adding like $700 more than some other sites would be for like a mid or full tower case instead of a small form factor. It's harder to build in these. It's just harder to build in them, period. That's small form factor. It's more work for them. Quality control is more difficult. So it's the nature of it when you go small form factor. So guys, for those of y'all asking for small form factor builds, there you go. All right, big announcement time. This is something you're gonna wanna hear. But probably just the people who made it through most of the video are gonna hear this. So thank you for watching my video, and here's what I'm gonna do for you. So, I've already mentioned that I stream on Twitch every Sunday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central, more or less. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. But this Thursday, May 27th, clear your calendar because you're gonna wanna be there. If you are looking for a PC and following along with this, there's just too much going on at once and maybe it's not exactly suited to what you're looking for, come hang out on stream because we're going to be helping our viewers find their computers, make purchases, whatever. Try to be ready to, if you're ready to buy especially, this will be helpful for you because I will go along with each viewer one at a time and help y'all find exactly what you need. Now there's going to be a few rules to this, okay? First off, when you go there, you got to drop a follow, okay? It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. And it's gonna help out the stream. And also, I'd like you to be a subscriber here. So I know that you're part of the community. I wanna help everybody, but it helps if you're part of the community because then I can follow up, see how things went. You can be in the Discord if you want, whatever. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna spend, 3 or 4 hours doing this, one person after another, and it will be only one person at a time because I am one person. And we'll see how many people we can help out. But if you're gonna come in and check that out, be friendly, be patient, and wait your turn, because if it's pandemonium, I'm gonna have to figure it out as I go. But if it's nice and chill, after we're done with your stuff or whatever, just hang out. Maybe we'll play a game or something. That's what I usually do. But this Thursday, again, May 27th, and we're gonna make it 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be our first try at live streaming, assisting viewers with that. Of course, there is also Nzxt has their own small form factor, but do not buy that. They were going to redeem themselves because those started catching fire and all that. They were going to replace that riser cable, but Gamers Nexus, they tried to pull a fast one on Gamers Nexus and Gamers Nexus busted them. Okay? Do not buy the H1 Mini from Nzxt build. When it comes to things like going ahead and just like slightly making the riser cable a little bit different but still possibly a fire hazard, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Proving finally the reason for their odd spelling of the word build. Clearly, they don't actually care about you or I. Just the bottom line. Duh. Sometimes a good sick burn just bears repeating. You know what I mean? Anyway. So, now if you got the bucks, we're gonna go on over to, let's go to Corsair.com. I'm not even gonna let Nzxt try to pull me back. No. Okay, so we're gonna go to gaming PCs. Now if you got the scratch, and you wanna get something that is just proven time and time again, to be small, footprint on your desk, yet very high performance, there's the Corsair one, okay? Now, looking at the lowest price Corsair one, $2,900, and it comes with what? A Core i7 9700K, an RTX 2080 Super, 32 gigs of 2666 RAM. Guys, it's RAM. It's where you could just put faster RAM. A 480 gig M.2 NVMe and Windows 10 Home. Well, you know what? That is not worth the price of nearly $3,000. For those of you coming in saying you have like $3,000 to $3,500 to spare to buy your PC, go to Corsair. Do not look at these. Just go to their gaming PCs. And these are sick. They're awesome. The build quality is excellent. You have a chance of getting a Founders Edition card, although they do the same thing and they don't tell you exactly which one you're getting. Whatever. And then yeah, this one for $3,200 right here. If you're between $3,000 and $3,500 for your budget, okay, right here, man, because this one comes with an RTX 3080. If you go with a 5900X, it goes up $200, but the Ryzen 9 5900X is only beaten by the 5950X. 12 cores, 24 threads, super fast IPC, just amazing. 3080, 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM, probably CL16, so very fast. Guessing that though, but Corsair makes that RAM. A 1 terabyte NVMe SSD and a 2 terabyte hard drive for mass storage. Yes, so if that's your price point, there you go. This is what I recommend. Alienware. I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be on any website that has to do with Dell, because they have some shady freaking business practices, but the engineering on the Alienware Aurora is very good for a small form factor case. You SFF guys, this one's for you. All right, 5600X, 58, guys, there's an X on the end of that, 5800X, 5800X, 5900X. Cool. So, looking at the graphics card that comes with these, skip that first one. So we're gonna start here. AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, guys, X, okay? You get a GeForce RTX 3060 Ti, 16 gigs dual channel, thank you for specifying, and a 512 gig M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD, and it's a fairly small form factor case. There you have it. Okay, now let's get to our comment of the week. Our comment of the week is from Jeffrey Forbes. And Jeffrey Forbes came in saying, good job, thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. I might just buy one to get a new GPU. Oh, that sounds familiar. Better than paying a scalper for the same price of a whole computer. My thoughts exactly, Jeffrey. Because when someone came in commenting saying, no, don't buy a pre-built PC, no. I showed them a link to an RTX 3070 on eBay for $2,000. When I had shown a build, like in the previous video, with a 3070 in it for like $1,899, $1,900. Who in their right mind would be so elitist as to say, oh no, I'm not getting a pre-built, I will buy a $2,000 graphics card instead of a $2,000 computer with the same graphics card. Jeffrey, you get the message there. You totally understand, and you have the comment of the week. Congratulations. All right, big announcement time. This is something you're gonna wanna hear. But probably just the people who made it through most of the video are gonna hear this. So thank you for watching my video, and here's what I'm gonna do for you. So, I've already mentioned that I stream on Twitch every Sunday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central. This Thursday, May 27th, clear your calendar, because you're gonna wanna be there. If you are looking for a PC and following along with this, there's just too much going on at once, and maybe it's not exactly suited to what you're looking for, come hang out on stream, because we're gonna be helping our viewers find their computers, make purchases, whatever. Try to be ready to, if you're ready to buy especially, this will be helpful for you, because I will go along with each viewer one at a time and help y'all find exactly what you need. Now, there's going to be a few rules to this, okay? First off, when you go there, you got to drop a follow, okay? It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's going to help out the stream, which, you know, I haven't been focusing on my stream as much. I should, but I haven't been. I've just been having fun there. And also, I'd like you to be a subscriber here, so I know that you're part of the community. I want to help everybody, but it helps if you're part of the community, because then I can follow up, see how things went. You could be in the Discord if you want, whatever. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to spend, 3 or 4 hours doing this, one person after another, and it will be only one person at a time, because I am one person. And we'll see how many people we can help out. But if you're going to come in and check that out, be friendly, be patient, and wait your turn, because if it's pandemonium, I'm going to have to figure it out as I go. But if it's nice and chill, after we're done with your stuff or whatever, just hang out. Maybe we'll play a game or something. That's what I usually do. But this Thursday, again, May 27th, and we're going to make it 8 p.m. Central. All right? Central time zone, 8 p.m. is going to be our first try at live streaming, assisting viewers with that. If you're planning on going into the comments and saying, hey, help me find this, throw that comment down there anyway, because that actually helps me out with the algorithm. But other than that, save that thought, hold that thought, because we're going to help you live on Twitch. And I will see you all then. Again, if this video was helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Every Sunday evening, we're posting updates for all these system integrators inventory, and it's a good time. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for checking out the video.